we have an accessory drive up here. I might have showed that before, but can't have power steering because the power steering pump hits the power steering box, so I got rid of both of them. Manual box doesn't need a pump. Pump's clear out of the way. It's over there on the floor. Got our fancy U-joint business going on here for the steering shaft. Put a little dingus in the header there, not much. Got kind of a carrier bearing going on there. I still need to finalize these and make sure that they will not come undone. That's something that makes me nervous. Might get a little zip in there, a little spot weld, just to make sure that they don't fall out. Yeah, anyhow. Well, look back here. That looks kind of funky, don't it? I'll show what's going on back here. Playing around with some things. Put the fuel cell back here under the bed and trying to size things up for clearance. Make sure the fitting doesn't hit the bottom of the box. Make sure my fill hose doesn't hit the bottom of the box. Stuff like that. Make sure it's secure, because one thing you don't want is your fuel tank falling out. That would ruin everybody's day. I just got it slung under there on some straps just to see what's going on. Just eyeball things. And it needs to be further ahead. I'm thinking, the back of the tank right in this area. Maybe this area. But I don't have room. We'll take a look here at this cross member here. That's kind of going to be right there, kind of going to be a pokey by that tank. I don't want that either. And this cross member probably ought to stay in there somehow. It goes down here, you can see, goes to the bottom frame rail, top frame rail. It's going to keep this from twisting since the suspension mount is back here. You don't want floppiness. So I'm going to blow these rivets out of here, turn this around, and move it as far ahead as I can behind the shock mounts. And that should give me plenty of room for that fuel cell in there. And I think it's going to work out just slicker than a dog. And it doesn't, it's not going to hang down real bad. That was one thing I was kind of had in mind when I ordered this cell. It's not hanging down too far. I got room up here. But I'll bring you back when I got some more progress going here. See how that came out. But anyhow, she looks kind of bent and weird right now. It'll get over it. Well, after some considerations and changing my mind, I decided not to move this cross member here. I thought that might turn into a little more work than what I come up with. I just, simply cut the protrusion off, and then see if I can get here where I can show that, and plated it up. And I got lots of room. So that was a lot less work. I like that. Less work's always good. So that's how that got done. Thought I'd show you guys how this kind of turned out. Got a fuel pump mounted up here, pretty solid brace there. It's all wired in. I got to do the feed to the carburetor side yet. Fuel cells in there. Believe it's going to be pretty good. Get you through this maze here. Got a mud flap here. And the battery's right behind there. Tucked in there pretty nice. Did have to tweak this pristine body just a hair right there. Then we come around to the back. Got some wiring hanging out here. We got our required safety shut off right there. So that's where we're at this moment in time. But I think, move you out of the way of the shock there. I think this ought to do pretty good. I mean, that's not wiggling around or anything. Should be out of the way of flying debris. But that's what I did. you are more than welcome to tell me how I screwed that up. Or tell me, hey, that looks pretty good. I mean, we got all hardline to the fuel cell. Got a little fuel filter in there, a little 100 micron to protect the pump. Got fuel filters before the carburetor bowls, so we're good there. So hey, throw me a like or a comment. I really like to read your guys' comments because they get kind of interesting. But hey, we'll bring you updates later. Thank you much.